Hello, all my model car building buddies. This is Glenn's Models. I'm Glenn, but I can change if I have to, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah. Y'all know that's a shout out for Red Green, one of the funniest shows on TV. Now, I got a spotlight. My buddies up here. See him? This guy? I just want to tell you about something they got in new. It is that I don't have one here to show you because they just got it. It is a Mobius 68 Mercury M100 pickup truck. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't even know Mobius made a Mercury made a pick-em-up truck. And, you know, I'm usually wrong about everything. But how cool is that, man? I gotta get one to see what's the difference between a Mercury and a Ford. I got the 68 Ford truck. It's pretty cool. But I imagine the Mercury probably just a little more upscale, you know. Okay. Thing up from last show, I was talking about the floorboard in the Munster coach. Herman Munster's wrecker, okay? And I know, you remember where I showed you? Oh, my light ain't on. Oh, hell, that's a lot better. I was showing where I left the top of the tranny cut off and the hole in the floor. And I started telling it was what I call a Tom Daniels level of detail. But I forgot to say Tom Daniels during that whole long speech. So if y'all listen to it again, just imagine me saying Tom Daniels level of detail. Which, you know, he doesn't put all the extra parts in his, you know, like the bottom of the motor is usually molded into the chassis, you know, stuff like that. Okay. And that's okay, because it's not the level of detail you're looking at. It's the coolness of a unique model. Tom Daniels' unique models is what you're looking at. Okay, now I was going to ask Zilla. He seems to like his scooter and his scissor lift. So Zilla, you like your scissor lift and your scooter? Oh yeah. Oh, good. Glad of it. Okay, next is, I got stash ads. A few of them, too. Yep. Well, it's the first of the month. Y'all should know this stuff by now. Look at this. You know what this is? This is Kent Fuller Dragster by Keeler's Customs. And I turned the flashlight off so it'll quit glaring. Ooh, how cool is this? This is super cool. And this is a parts pack build. All the parts in here are parts pack. Now, I'm not going to unbox it yet. I will on my next show or the one after that. I have also stash ad this guy, and I'm going to unbox it on a coming up show. I don't need to do them all at once. It'd be a boring show if I did like 3 in a row. How cool is this though? This is your 71 Dodge Charger, I say. And I used to have one of these. Yep, used to have one of these just like, well, it didn't have all this. You know, I had the poor man's version of it. There's 3 or 4 year old version. Anyway, look at that. I love that color. When I build this, I'm painting it that color. I don't care what I build it as. It's going to be that color because that's my color right there. And this side shows Hemi motor, and it comes with wheels. I've always enjoyed a car model that comes with wheels. It just seems more complete. Okay, that's 2 stash ads right there. This stash ad I'm going to unbox because look what it is. Ohio George, Montgomery, Multi-Maverick. I can talk. I've been practicing. I'm not getting any better at it, but I've been practicing. This says it's the world's first combination gasser and altered. I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. I've never built this kit. never had one before. I've been aware of it, but it's never been out while I was aware of it. You'll notice, look there, it's got 2 seats. Yeah, and I was talking a couple shows back where I got that, what was it, Boss Mustang funny car, and I was gonna widen it out and put 2 seats in it, and talking about how I was coming up with something unique. And here's a model that already what I was going to build, so I don't have to build the other, and I just got to build this. Says it comes with extra parts, so let's go in here and see what it is. Okay, y'all want to go? Come on with me. Let's all go. You bring your sandwich and your drinks. Okay, let me set this back here. We're going to start with turning the light on, like that. This is the body, and got the squarest wheel openings I've ever seen up here, and some big oversized wheel openings back here. Those are cool. I like it when they, it shows so much power when you have to take away from the car body. You cut away this, cut away that, just to make room for the more powerful stuff. I like that. That's a more aggressive look. Okay, and look at that scoop. That goes all the way back to the windshield, and it's open all the way under here. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. What else we got in here? The invisible parts and taillights. Everybody knows I like me some red clear taillights. I mean, they're good for what ails you. Here, I'm going through the parts. Yeah, you guys can look at them too. What are those? I don't know what those are, but that's a drive shaft. You'd think I wouldn't know what that was. Shut up. Here's a front chin spoiler to spoil the chin right there. See it? And front motor mount, rear motor mount, another drive shaft. Apparently you can pick which way you want to go with if you want it to be an altered or a gasser. And here's a thing in one of them doodads. Here we have, that's the intake manifold under the blower and the tranny. I found out something about trannies that they had in funny cars I wasn't aware of. They don't have a transmission, it's just straight through. They got a little box coming off the back of the bell housing where you can, I guess where you can take it in and out of gear. But 1-1 gearing all the way through from the start. And I got to make some of those. I'm going to have to start putting those in my AFXs. I should have known that. I might have known it and then forgot it. Oh, look, there's a blower belt with a pulley in it. Ah, you'll see that. That's pretty neat. I know, I'm just yammering, ain't I? I'm trying. Oh, I really like this frame. This is a unique looking frame. This is the back. It's narrow back there. Weird, ain't it? It don't look like a funny car frame, and it don't look like a gasser frame. I'm interested in building this just to see what... I did take the instructions out and study on them so I would know what I was talking about. Like right now, it's got an odd roll cage, which is really cool. And there's the headers. I like those headers, man. Those are nice. And this weird looking thing, I'm gonna get it up here in the focus. There it is. It's got these weird, maybe without that. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's the rear brace. Goes on the back of the rear axle. And it's got these holes in it. Now a body could drill them holes out, all of them. And this would look even cooler. And there's parachute. I think this is a body prop rod to hold it up with. It's also a good source of thin tube or rod, for like, I don't know, bending up a fuel line or, I don't know, something cool in scratch building. And another chin spoiler, I guess. That's what it looks like. Next. Here's that weird double seat thing. Awesome. And a front bulkhead. That's what they used to call me in school sometimes. I took offense to that. Here is the interior bucket. and a whole mess of different fenders. You see, these ones have the hole is, yeah, the fender well opening is farther forward than this one. So I guess you can make it altered wheelbase or stock. That's pretty cool. I guess you're supposed to be able to change them back and forth after it's built, but I'm not sure why. M&H Race Masters. These are those super tall slicks that I really like. I wish they were selling them in parts packs, and I bought a whole bunch of them, and I've already used them all. Next up is the... Ta-da! Okay, let me see if that flashlight helps or just... No. One way or the other. We have... I like these valve covers, if I can get them up here in focus. They're the Boss 427s. Man, and that's one of my favorite motors, too. I really like the looks of those valve covers. 3-port injector scoop. There's your blower. Rear ladder bars. And some brace bars. Let me see. What did we have here? That's a tie rod. And here's 2 different drag links. Sorry, I'm having to look at this thing and hold it up in front of the dealie at the same time. And you know me, no intelligence present. Here's another, this is another drag link, I guess. One of these is the tie rod, and there's the front springs, front axle, right there, front axle. And rims, and a Maverick looking front end. Now that neat Maverick looking front end. I don't like the headlights being molded in, but they could be drilled out and you could pop a set of lenses in there. Okay, what else we got in here? That's about it. There's one of these things. You got to have one of these. These are very important. I don't know what it is, but it's bound to be important. Here's the wheel backs, and the little brake disc is, check it out, it's got double discs, double calipers. Okay, well, that's Mr. Multi-Maverick. He's pretty multi. And just putting the parts back in the box. And ta-da! Ohio George Montgomery Multi-Maverick. Yeah, that's cool. I like this, man. I'm gonna build this soon. I'll have to move a couple other projects out the way and kind of squeeze this past. But this one right here with the wheels up, yeah, that looks cool. Alrighty, next up on the agenda is I have a couple of future projects I want to show you. Okay, if you don't mind. Wait a minute. A guy in my comments, I can't remember his name. He mentioned that perhaps I should hot rod a Amish buggy. Take an Amish buggy and make a hot rod out of it. Now I was thinking, well, that got me thinking. And what would an Amish hot rod buggy look like? Well, you know, first of all, it's got to get rid of the horse out front, you know, for more power. And so I was thinking, well, more power. You'd want it to be a mid-engine buggy, right? A mid-engine. And I was thinking, well, what would a mid-engine Amish buggy look like? Sorry. That's a mid-engine Amish buggy. Sorry. This one makes me laugh, okay? This one's for me, I guess. I can't hear nobody else laughing, but I know somebody. Okay, that's silly enough for now. That is what a mid-engine Amish buggy would look like. Okay, now this, there's not no use in me trying to take the box out. The body out, because it's in so many pieces. The sides are separate, and the hood and the front, all this. So I'm gonna just go tell you what I'm gonna do with this stuff. Pile of parts right here. This is a Viper. You probably can't tell, but now you can. Yeah, I have to cut the back off of this and use this snoot here. That's what we call the bonnet here in my state. We call it the snoot on there, okay? And I probably just, I don't remember where I cut it. See, I had this model back in '98, and look at the front end on it. Somebody phoned in on that, or it was late Friday evening, and they just wanted to get done. But that's the stupidest looking front end. I hate it. And the model came to me as a present, so I had to build it. And I thought, well, what can I do to make it better? And I cut this front end off, and I replaced it with a Viper front end. And I cut its butt off and replaced it with a Viper butt back here and up here. And then it looked like really cool custom Roadster Viper pickup. Yeah, it was really cool. Painted it red, and it was really, really cool. And it probably looked even redder as it burned in the fire. So I am going to rebuild it. It's taken me a long time to find one of these and then to get the proper parts to convert it. But this one will be coming up pretty soon. I got to finish a couple other things, and then this one's I'm gonna be all about this. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can picture that or not, but the one I built before, it looked awesome. It looked really, really cool. Alrighty, let me see now. Where do I got? I got another future project, and this one's gonna come quicker. Probably next 3 to 4 projects. I got this guy. Ba-da-da, mongoose, rear engine rail. Where's a side picture of it? Nope. Okay. What you got to picture is these wheels in the wheel wells, this sticking up through the bed, this sticking up out of the bed, the guy just in front of that, and then flat top the rest of the way forward. What am I talking about? I seldom know, but this time I do. This guy. Yes, I'm crazy. Mad. The mad scientist has lost his mind. I'm going to take this area off here. Let me get it up here a little closer. Okay? I'm going to lose this pan and start it'll start at the bottom of the grill and come up. And front wheels will be all the way up in it. Flat top, take off the cab. I might leave the cab. It depends on where the things come out on this. The driver and the motor. But I want to flat top it and then cover the bed and then stick the motor. The motor will be right up in here, and the driver probably be right up in here. And the wing is going to look cool sticking up back here. Yeah, that's where I'm going. All I have to do is shorten this chassis up to where the wheels line up, wheelbase, and flat top this. And of course, I'll have to take a wedge out of the bottom, which is standard. And it won't be nothing to cover the top of it. See, I'm doing this because it's a unibody. It can be it makes a good flip top, like funny car, with the unibody. Couldn't do that. Well, you could, with a regular pickup, but it's a lot easier with this. So yeah, there's where that's going. I hope somebody thinks that's a good idea, because I do. It's going to be a radical flat top. And I like radical. I do. Alright, I had to put that stuff up out of the way. Now, let me see. Okay, I'm going to put these guys on the whirly jigger and tell you a story, if you don't mind. The story you're about to hear is true. The names have been changed for some reason. I don't know why. But it is true. It's really happened to me. It's not even that unbelievable. Getting carried away. Me, Donnie, and my buddy Michael, we just got off work on a Friday, and we had our paychecks, and we decided we was going to do something crazy. We'd go for an adventure and just load up in my Camaro and drive to Florida. You know, just for a check it out sort of thing. And so that's what we did. We loaded in it and took off. And we got to Florida, and we were just driving around looking something interesting to see or do. And we got on a side on this big interstate like thing, and we were scared of it because it was bumper to bumper. You know, I don't like the big traffic. And we got off on this turnoff, and it was like a elevated road, and we was cruising along on this, and we looked down, and there was water down there, and we thought, oh, we're going over a short bridge, you know, and kept driving and driving and driving, and we're thinking, this has got to be the longest bridge in the world. And we looked down, we're still over water, you know. And I got to tell you right now, me, Donnie, and Mike, all three of us, we do not like water. None of us can swim. I'm terrified of water. I don't like going over bridges. And here we are, 10 minutes on a long bridge that shouldn't be there. Well, I mean, we shouldn't have been there. And we're thinking, what's going on here? Why is this so long, and why are we headed out to sea? Because we look forward and all you can see is more bridge and water. And that's when we got scared, because I turned around, looked out the back window. We could not see land. There was no land. We were out to sea on a bridge with no land in sight. And then about a couple minutes later, we finally got to the end of it, and it was like a dock with big ships coming in, you know, for loading and unloading, I guess. But we could not turn around anywhere because it was just the 2 lanes and bumper to bumper. That was the scariest thing I have ever been through. We finally, on the way back, when we finally saw land again, it was like, whew, man, you know, heart can start beating again. I went and got something to eat and drove around some more. I know it's not the best story in the world, but if you was there with us and scared of water and didn't know if that bridge was just going to drop off or what, you know. Okay, well, I know. I'm at 22 minutes, so this is probably the end of the deal. These are a couple of my older AFX altered wheelbase funny cars. I hope you don't mind looking at them, and I hope you didn't mind that story. I got better ones, but that's just the one I had pulled up. Yeah, so this is where I beg for you to subscribe and like, and go ahead and hit the like. It's not that hard, and the subscription is free, and ringing that black bell is a lot of fun. Let me see, and comment. Okay, I know. A lot of you are still waiting on answers from your last comment. I'm working on it. It's not easy. And, I mean, I am. I'll get them all. Dadgummit. Y'all keep commenting, though, because I love the comments. And share. Share with your buddies. Quit being so dadgum greedy. You know? Go ahead. There's plenty to go around. And I will see y'all later. Bye.